already know that it's evident. You're rocking with East God and the Fifth Element. Probably should run for president. The Black Wolf walk in the woods, feel like the Revenant. I had to embellish it, MC on the beat, like OT from the D. Just pass me the rock, I'ma pull it up from the 3. I see strange things like 11, and when I'm on the mic, I get them hype like DJ 7 or DJ Slim in Hollywood like I'm Boog. They know I'm the one, man, the knowledge come from the dreads. Just ask Ray, son, peace, love, and unity. You gotta give it your best, and you say that you got them bars, or we gon' give them a test. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You ain't say it right, please say it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yo, what up, though?
That's
y'all
that
know
Dave
what time
Chappelle
it is.
shit right there.
Man, y'all know what time it is, man. Another episode of Fifth Element Hip Hop, where we represent hip hop in its truest form. That's peace, love, unity, and having fun. And like always, man, we got special guests in the building. But before we get into that, let me go ahead and introduce my co-host. Y'all know him by Ray Son, but around here we be like Ramon.
What it do? New night. No smut on our names.
Last time that I checked.
Let's get it, man. We got a legend in the building. Let's go.
Sir. Yes, sir. And sitting to the right of me is your favorite DJ's favorite DJ, the one and only incredible blink god, DJ Slim. What up, though?
Peace. Welcome on a new day, a new time, man. Today, supreme mathematics is knowledge power. Knowledge is the foundation of all things. Power is the mental or physical ability to move something.
Come on, man. Come on. Let's do it. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I mean? We got my man John Lavelle in the building. Hey, what up, though?
Free lessons.
Coming soon, man.
Coming soon. Here, man. He on the wing, though.
Yeah. And we ain't even gonna wait, man. We gonna talk about this guest we got in the building right now, man. This man is like, his name is synonymous with hip hop royalty. I'm like, some of the biggest names, biggest acts his name is associated with. He has been a part of bringing us some of the greatest pieces of work in hip hop culture. And it's an honor and a pleasure for us to have him sitting up here with us today. Let's give it up for the one and only Chris Gotti. What up, though?
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
I appreciate you coming through.
Fifth Element. This is it. I asked, I'm going to say it on air now because I asked off air. I said, what exactly is the Fifth Element?
The fifth element is knowledge, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got the 4 elements, and the fifth is knowledge, and that's what we do, man.
Say that. Is that like on some 5%?
Nah, that's from the teacher.
That's what. That's from.
I don't want to say KRS-One crowned the fifth element knowledge, right?
So we usually just ask people what they think the fifth element is. That's what we usually give it up to the the guests.
Yeah,
and let them figure out what it is for them.
I'm brainless on that.
Some people say
I'm just
fashion.
saying when I hear fifth element, again, look, I didn't go to school, right? So at the end of the day, I still do remember the table with all of the medals. That was
right.
Is that where it's derived from?
So that was the concept of how we, the periodic table with the elements, whatever. But the elements of hip hop is DJing, b-boying, graffiti, and the graph arts, and then. Knowledge, baby.
Say that. Let's go.
Let's get it.
So that's where we at with it.
Peace.
And so I don't know. I know you probably haven't got a chance to take a deep dive into the show, but right now what we're going to do is get into a little something we call the Ray Son Report. He going to speak a little bit about what's going on in the city. Maybe it's something going on in the country, and we're going to just have organic conversation.
Who was the rapper that intro that song just now?
East God Selly.
Right.
Because he said he got the knowledge. See, I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that.
So that's Ray Son.
In your dreads, he said.
And Kenny the cameraman right here is the guy that is our video guy that shot it. So
okay,
we in here.
Yes, sir. All
right, let's get it. So what we do every week, we start off with a video of the week. So whoever's sitting in your seat right there, they get a dose of a dope artist. So this week the artist is Chris Crooks. He just dropped a new EP called Forever Yours, and this is his 2 Free freestyle.
Hey, shout out Chris Crooks, man.
Crooks never disappoints.
Where he from?
He's from Ohio.
Okay. Shout out Ohio.
But he in Vegas now.
Yeah.
Okay.
These boys ain't nothing to me, they rap on YouTube beats, they like to free. We wrote a blunts of 3, she rolling them up for me, it's harder to breathe. We ain't have much to eat, I'm telling the way to the tweak, I'm needing it all. She get a mama with me, I'm making it harder to speak, I'm up in the jaw. Grew around people evading the law, whoever thought they'd pay me to talk. Getting major, I'm moving Damon, I can charge it, don't need a brace. Them boys that I seen today, and they ain't even good with the way that was making sales in the office. I focused up on the paper. Yes, sir. In and out, I'm a moving shaker. The waggle came with some blood. If we was family before, you can't never say it ain't love. Blood thicker than dollars, ain't separated with mud. I care about who we was. Yeah, forever, forever. These boys ain't nothing to me. They rap on YouTube beats, they life too free. We run a blunts of 3, she rolling them up for me. It's harder to breathe. We ain't have much to eat. I'm telling the waiter to tweak. I'm needing it all.
Yeah, Crooks.
Come on, Crooks.
Yeah, Crooks.
Hey.
Short and sweet, but
Short
get
and
right
sweet,
to
yeah,
it.
Right to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, man. Shout out Chris Crooks, man.
Right. That's the Forever Yours EP. It's only 12 minutes long. It's 6 joints on there, so you can get right on through it.
You know, the music game is trash right now.
Man.
How are we gonna fix this?
We're going to find the right artist. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Find the
We
right
can find
artist.
You know,
right
when I
now.
hear, look, you just played a fire song right there with Chris
There we
Crooks.
go.
Shout out Chris Crooks. And the reality is, he has no options. How
Right.
do you have talent like that today, and you got really no options to get it out to the masses and
Right.
really be heard and seen? It's like that's
Right.
the saddest part to me, man.
Right, right.
Well, when you say no options, like making videos, putting it on the streaming platforms, where it's
That's a needle in a haystack.
yeah, true.
And if he
indeed.
ain't praying, he better get on his knees and pray. No, on some real shit.
Right,
Like, some real
right.
shit. Every day, pray.
Right.
You know, because when I say a needle in a haystack, see, how many artists are out here today?
a billion,
That's
Okay.
a lot of
Every country
right?
Right.
is doing what you just said, putting that video up.
Right.
So how do I find Chris Crooks?
Right.
Right.
right on a major scale,
On
like
a major level.
Right.
And then
right.
the next part is even crazier. Say I find him.
Mhm.
He better keep feeding me.
No
Right.
doubt. No
Or else
doubt.
I'm going to go eat over here.
The
Right.
attention span
Tom
is
Jones
real.
just made
Yeah.
a new hot joint. I'm
Right.
going to get
That's
that.
a fact. That's a fact.
So I'm gonna ask you this question, Chris. I'm like, you being in the, I want to say the trenches
Yeah.
of the music business
Facts.
at its heights. I'm talking about the time when it was in its what we call the glory days. You know, where the major labels was really taking artists and making them worldwide, and you seen that process happen and unfold.
The machine.
Right, exactly.
Put you in that machine.
So you seeing the deterioration of that process and whatever this new process is, what do you think is the solution for a Chris Crooks to be able to get out there? Because you've seen what it was and what it is now. Do you see any things we could correct?
No, listen to me. If I have that answer, because there's so many parts to that,
right.
that to really answer that question, to get it to another level, I'll be the richest man in the world. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
But the reality is, this is the situation. We're not stopping making music.
Right.
So you got it. But how can we actually benefit from it and monetize it so it could pay for your life,
Right.
to live? You know what I'm saying? Your family. I look at music today. It's the patron of the arts. So if you go back in the day when you lived in a village in a hut,
Right. Right.
and there was a musician, if it was an artist like painting, everyone actually, the town paid for him.
Mhm.
They took
Right.
care of him so he could keep doing what they
Right.
enjoy.
Right.
See,
Right.
the
There was a
reality
community.
is, because it's so many artists, how you can't pay for all of them. Someone's
Right.
not gonna eat, nigga.
Right. And that's real. You know, it's like almost like we have to get behind one person and saying like, okay, let's get them up there. And
You know,
then,
that's the story. When I hear that story about artists and they want their ownership and they want this, they want that, and I'm all for it. I have a company called Adventure Music. I empower independent artists. I got tens of thousands of artists on my platform,
right.
and I educate them. So I took a different approach. I said, I'm gonna teach you the game, and I give you as many resources as I can to help you with your shit. I don't own your shit, which means you have to pay for it.
Right.
You have to be the one to do it. If I don't own it, if I don't own this studio, do I care these walls are black or not? I don't
Right.
care.
Right.
It's what he wanted.
Right.
That's why artists have it a little twisted sometimes, because they got to understand there's a reason labels own everything.
Right.
They paid for everything.
Right.
And yeah, you're the talent, and I'm all for artists. I'm for them 1,000%, but I'm a businessman. When you think of business, what business someone else pays for everything and then they don't control it?
Right. Yeah.
If it was a restaurant, just do something simple.
That ain't even
You're gonna let someone walk in and say, you know what, change them fried chicken. I don't like that. Let's start making this.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But in music, they feel they can because they create that IP, they create that record.
Mm-hmm.
That record goes nowhere without that money behind it.
Which is what you're saying is the machine.
The machine.
Mm.
And that's why it's like such a lost thing right now, because there is no machine. And let's say God blessed you, heard your prayer. You was on your knees praying, heard you. Boom, record go crazy. The problem is you don't know how you got there.
Mm.
To replicate it.
So it's
To
hard to
duplicate.
teach it. Yeah.
Right.
You can't
So that's
teach it,
the
you can't
problem.
duplicate.
Like, damn, I just got here. I don't even know what I did to get here.
No, that's a fact.
And then that's why you see so many artists come and go. And you'll get a record and they can't do it again. It's just the game. It's the nature of the beast. But it's like whenever I hear people talk, it's like they leave out the most simplest things of why we have this problem. Again, it's oversaturated. Nothing you could do about that.
Right.
Right? Everyone's gonna drive. We got an iPhone, you're gonna make a record, you tap on this table, you're gonna make that's the beat, rap.
Yep.
And put it out. Video. Everyone could do that. It's damn near cost effective for anyone to be able to do music today. How you stopping that? When you go in the hood and they got nothing.
You ain't stopping
The
that.
fuck you do? You better get behind them.
Would you say another problem or another thing we need some type of solution to would be artist development as well?
Absolutely, but artist development comes at the next level. That's not the first level. Okay, so if I go back in our day, we would get a demo deal, $250,000, $300,000, just a demo to go and make your record to see if
it's
you
gonna
have
be
the
something.
talent to become an artist worthy of being out. That game is long gone, man. But you know, the develop artists, the record labels that still exist, because they'll be dead soon. But you know, they look at it like that. They want you to walk in the door with that
With everything
star power.
already. Yeah.
That's not a real thing. Think of Michael Jackson. Think of any great artist, and think of how long they developed.
Yeah.
Think of their first record to where they are now. Look at and how much they developed and the grooming that went into it. I mean, you could go any artist, you see it. You see it. So it's not even a question of it's my opinion. This is just facts.
So with a newer artist like a Glorilla,
Yes.
them
Shout out Glorilla.
right? So them coming out, like, and it feels like she's a part of a machine.
Yeah.
You know, so
She's in the system for sure.
right. So how does she become a part of the machine, and so many others are just doomed to their fate of just hoping the internet goes.
Again, how many people could hit lotto?
Right.
It's just what it is, right? She got chosen. And she's super talented.
Right, yeah.
So there's a reason she got chosen. And then someone said, hey, let's give her a chance. And then it worked. And then they keep pumping it in. So it's not, you know, they keep pushing. So it's like, it's all good. It's not like she got a favor.
Right.
She earned her shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, there's going to be other artists that might be better.
Right.
I would say that all the time. But like, I heard some incredible artists that never got a deal. Like, right time. You know, success is about timing. Right place, right time. You know, music especially is so important for timing because let's say you put a record out today. Fire. Amazing. But Drake just dropped. Kendrick Lamar just dropped. Future just dropped.
It's a lot of
How many
competition.
people's listening to you? How many people's paying attention to you?
Right.
See, this is the navigation a manager needs to have for an artist. If they're dealing with an independent artist, like when are you putting projects out? Why?
Yeah.
You know, what's the story? Is it in the, you know, the universe right now? We had records that we was ready to put out and we had to wait over 1.5 years before they became number one.
Damn.
So think about, we had the understanding of the universe, of what's going on in the music landscape, and we come out now, we gonna get crushed. We gonna get slaughtered.
Especially in the time y'all was coming out, you had like a Jay-Z and Eminem and Nelly, and you gotta pretty much plan those, like so
it's
that
funny,
you don't get eclipsed.
Hey, hold on real quick, just before y'all going. introduce our other guest since he's back there. He can be part of this discussion too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely.
come on in.
You know, I'm like, hey.
We up here flowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I definitely want to introduce this man right here. I had a great conversation on the phone with him yesterday, introduced by my guy Troy Carter. Shout out Troy, man, for even lining it up, man. And as soon as he told me who he was, I immediately
What Troy
recognized.
Carter you talking about?
I immediately recognized
That's my man,
the
Troy.
name.
Both Troys are my man. Shout out both Troys.
So I'm like, I immediately recognized the name because I was a big basketball fan in the 90s, collecting basketball cards and everything. So I want to give it up and introduce this man to the panel of the Fifth Element Hip Hop. Give it up for Sam Mack. What's happening, baby?
Okay. What's happening? What's happening,
What's
everybody?
happening?
Appreciate
All right.
Thank you for coming, man. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in, man. So right now, Sam, we're talking about, some of the ways that an artist can break into the hip hop industry and, some of the pitfalls and things we have to, navigate if you're doing music these days. So feel free to join in the conversation. We're doing like organic conversation. So let's do it.
Yes.
Continue. You had a point you were making,
My bad,
Chris.
interrupting y'all.
I got it.
We were on timing.
Oh, the
Yeah,
time again. Timing.
And you were saying there was a story associated with the Eminem, Nelly, and
Yeah. So we had a family. East Coast family was Rockefeller. We helped them start and get really moving. They was started, but we helped them really become Rockefeller. Rough Riders
right.
with X, and we Darren and Y.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out D and Y. You know what I'm saying? And we helped them get started and understanding the label side of things. And then we had Bad Boy.
Right.
I'm include Puff. Shout
Right.
out Puff. Hold your head, boy. And sure enough, we would go in to each other's sessions. See, it's a blood sport.
Right.
This is competitive friends, family, if
Right.
you want to say it. And you was mentioning release dates and the timing and everything, and so many artists. We knew what we was bringing to the table with the music and the machine. So we would tell each other, you hear that music? We go in your session and play our music. They come in our session, play their music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was on some real competitive, like, nigga, we gonna kill you. Stay clear.
Right.
And that's what we did. See, that was, let's call it insider trader information. If this
Right.
was the stocks.
Right.
We telling you we coming. We didn't tell the rest of the game we coming. You know what I'm saying? So if they happen to be in the way, they caught it.
Gotcha.
And that's how we did it with each other. We would say, we coming this date. Don't you come around there.
Right.
And that was the friendship. Even though in the family it's a blood sport, but we didn't want to compete with each other from the money side.
Right.
We competed with
Music
each other
and
from the
creatively,
music side,
Right.
but not from the money side. And that was like, okay, you coming in December, we'll come in January or February. We move around. So this way it was constant. That's why if you go back and look, you never seen us on top of each other.
Right, yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying? With
Right.
same dates. Nah.
Right.
That's not part of what we did. And we would literally go to Mr. Childs, all of us, Jay-Z, Puff, you know what I'm saying? D and Y, me and Irv, and just have dinner and talking about what we about to do to each other. Like, we gonna kill you.
You just put a pause in there. You play the pause game?
Listen, I'm a New Yorker. You know, it was part of what, again, and Dame, shout out Dame, he probably started it.
Okay.
Right.
Who knows where it officially came from, but I didn't hear it until Dame was doing it.
Right.
So when you was around, the jokes was nonstop.
Right.
So you had to play.
You needed a
You
pause
had
in
to
there.
play the pause because the jokes was nonstop, bro. So look, I don't play it, and I do sometimes
Right.
say something on purpose.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like just so you could, if I'm with them, so they can say something like, "Yeah, go ahead."
Shout out to Cam and Mace too. 'Cause
Yeah,
they
well,
definitely-
Cam and Mace again. Those are both to me. Well, definitely Cam under a Dame.
Right.
So the influence Dame had at that time was, it's real.
That's crazy.
Nice.
That's crazy. Let me go to number one on there for me, Quan. Let's get into just a little bit of this. Rest in peace to D'Angelo.
Hell yeah.
Passed away from
Man,
pancreatic
hell yeah.
cancer.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's just another rough hit for for the music industry and everybody that followed and raised and had babies off D'Angelo and all that.
look.
You know what I mean?
Come on. You know, again, D'Angelo, we used one of his songs in our TV show, Tales.
Yep.
It was in season 1, and we did Fuck the Police. So if you know Tales, we took a song, a hip-hop song, and made it into an hour-long TV show on BET. #1 in our slot. End of the day, we make this Fuck the Police. And the reason I love that, man, I love that. It's so crazy because we had to deal with him to get the clearance and everything. A good brother, we was dealing with him, everything. We knew each other from back then, but we never got to really, we got to know each other better from this TV show episode. And when he seen it, how we used his songs, it was How Does It Feel?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And what we did is the Fuck the Police, as we know, is a black problem.
Right.
In the show, Irv made it a white problem.
Yeah, he flipped it. I remember that one.
Yeah, I remember that. Great episode.
And at the end, we used How Does It Feel? Because we wanted the people that are part of that racism shit to see when it's their faces getting abused and beaten. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And again, I got goosebumps. I'm telling this story. This shit is crazy. But that was he got so emotional. He loved that shit, yo.
Yeah. I still remember buying that tape.
Well, which one? The Voodoo?
Nah, man, Brown Sugar.
Brown Sugar?
Man.
Yeah.
Brown
Sugar.
Man, Sam Goody Records.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, my high school career is Brown Sugar in the background talking to the girls on the phone. That was it. That's what I was doing.
And I remember it used to come on Rap City, man, and I was a hater at first because I was like, man, what is this doing on Rap City? You know what I'm saying?
Slim, where you from?
This cat, man, I'm from Detroit.
Oh, you from the D?
Yeah,
both of them from the D.
Oh, man, D,
from the D, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got crazy stories out there, boy.
You know what I mean? My man Sam is from the Shy.
Oh yeah, yes sir, yes
Come
sir.
on,
You know
I got
what I'm
more crazy stories out there.
Hey, Chris, but let me ask you something right quick.
Yes, sir.
Whose idea was that to flip the script?
Irv.
Because you know back
Irv's
then,
a creative genius, man. As simple as that. Like honestly, he's a ball of ideas. And Irv was looking for only one thing in his life, and that was the right partner. Meaning the machine,
right, the machine,
to just take his ideas and run. He thought he would have had it with Leo, but he didn't. You know,
sometimes you got to.
He's jealous of Dr. Dre because Dr. Dre has it with Jimmy.
Right.
So he was looking for that type of relationship.
Right.
And look, Jimmy and them made their money with headphones.
Right.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. Dr. Dre was an iconic producer in hip hop. But he didn't make the bulk of his money from music.
No.
He came from headphones. Yeah. And Irv was looking for that partner, man. My job was to help him find that partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good, but I'm not that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They won't let us be that anyway.
You know it's a control thing.
But it's all right.
Let's
Yeah, that's all Irv's idea, man.
Oh, man, that was a brilliant idea back then because when I saw that, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It was
touching. I know you probably in the beginning, you looking at it like, why are they fucking these white boys up?
Yeah, you know, I mean, that was the initial thing, like, whoa. Yeah. Like, in the way to flip
that got
it
critically
like that.
acclaimed. Everybody got the attention of so many people. You know, BET, again, is... we was the #1 for 4 years, the #1 TV show with that Tales in our time slot. And Irv, if you knew Irv don't talk. Irv don't sugarcoat for nobody.
Be real with it.
Yeah. And that's my little brother. I raised Irv. So at the end of the day, he told the president of BET, he's an Uncle Tom, he's cool, you can't know this culture like me just listening. And Irv did that because he was very close and tight with the guy who owned, or CEO of Viacom, which owns BET.
Owns everything.
Right. So it was a guy named Bob Backish. So he thought he could get away with it. Irv was very ignorant.
I know the owner of this shit.
Yeah, like he ain't gonna let nothing happen to me.
Right.
And to his surprise, he's like, Irv, I've hired him.
Right.
I can't fire him.
Right.
But I can't keep you guys together.
Mm.
And that's how we lost that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because that was a good series, man. That was
Right.
a really good series.
Well, it was-
Irv wanted to do not just hip hop. He wanted to do R&B,
right.
rock and roll, country. He wanted to I always call that the Mona Scott. That's the Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
You know, she did Love and Hip Hop in New York, in
Right.
Atlanta. and-
Yep.
Yeah.
But in programming from TV, you hear that?
Yeah.
When you're doing TV shows, you get a hiatus.
Right.
You got to take off. You do your season and you waiting to come back. Irv's like, fuck that. No time off.
He wanted to
That's
stack
what-
it.
Yes. And that's what Mona Scott did. No time off, no
Yes.
hiatus. She's just using new characters in LA, Miami, New York.
Yeah.
Boom. So when you talk about that, this is the other part. You know, there's a lot of, let's call it blackballing.
Right.
I don't know which better way to do it. We was getting $25 million a season for Tales. 2.5 an episode,
Damn.
10 episodes. That's a $100 million deal.
Absolutely.
They don't want to give niggas that $100 million deal.
You
I'm
gotta
not
jump
Tyler
through
Perry.
hurdles.
I'm not Tyler Perry. Shout out Tyler. I'm not Tyler Perry.
Right.
My trial was, they're afraid of guys like us with money like that.
Right.
That's the facts. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that.
All right, let me keep flowing here. We were talking about Tales,
Yeah.
so that was on BET.
Yeah.
Now you got YouTube number 2 on there. You got Ballin' Out.
Balling.
I watched this last night.
Yes.
Yo, this shit was crazy.
Crazy.
This shit was crazy. Shout out to Lance Stevenson.
Shout out Lance
And,
Stevenson. You know what I'm
Ferrari.
saying?
Shout out Lance, my boy, right there.
Yeah.
You
Young
know,
boy.
Nice.
Lance not only acted, he made an incredible soundtrack for that movie.
I listened
Go
to the whole
listen
thing.
to it, yeah.
I listened to the whole thing.
I've challenged niggas, like I called him the Black Drake.
Black Drake is crazy.
No, if you was in the studio, you understand.
Right.
He comes up with these melodies and he's singing hooks, and
Yeah.
I'm looking at him like, this nigga right here. You know, and he never was in a big studio. First time I took him to the big studio, I got him one of my producers, Neri. Shout out Neri. You know what I'm saying? Neri boy out of Miami. Beast. And he never had a producer say, what kind of music you want, and just make it right in front of him.
Right. Oh.
So he got a full time of seeing how to produce music and make records, and he couldn't believe it. My niece, Ricky, shout out Ricky. Him and her, their chemistry was amazing, and they made an incredible soundtrack.
yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? The movie, again, we took that script is based off of Alfred Hitchcock. Y'all know Alfred Hitchcock?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
of course.
I'm just saying, I'm old. I'm an old head. Like, you know what I'm
We
saying?
right
So at
there
the
with
end of the day,
We
I
ain't
just wanna
that
make
far
sure.
behind you, bro.
Man, you running neck and neck.
Yeah, there you go. So Alfred Hitchcock had a movie called Dial M for Murder.
Yep.
It's with all the
Dial M
same
for
plot twists you see in Ballin'. We just put it in our culture.
Came out in the
So we,
50s
Tough.
too.
you know what I'm saying?
Tough.
We
Yeah.
the same thing. So it's a basketball player. His wife is cheating. She's doing something over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he wants to kill her, and then it all kind of backfires
Right.
on him. You know, we got part 2 and 3
Oh, nice.
coming. So
Oh,
you know,
man.
Quan,
Yeah.
run number 3 on there real quick. You got a little
Let me
clip.
know when auditions.
This is a clip of Ballin'.
Oh man, come on, let's see it. Come on, Quan, don't play with us now.
You gotta stop everything right now. Stop what you're doing. Pause. All right, it's K
Pause.
Fox, aka the Voice of the City. It's a K Fox show. Now,
K
according to my
Fox
reports,
from 99
last
Jams.
night, there was a shooting at the residence of NBA superstar Jalen King.
Yo,
Isn't that
this started out crazy.
Yeah, I wanted to capture the attention.
Two men were
Yeah.
shot and one was fatal.
As high profile as the Kings are, you'd think
Trey
they'd have
Chaney,
security all around
Rebecca
themselves.
Beaumont,
Back up.
Brenda Paulino, Safari, the bumper cloud.
Somebody turned these cameras off before setting the scene.
It had so many twists, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, okay.
That's what we gotta figure out.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, first film, we was already #1 5 weeks at Tubi. You know what I'm saying?
Knock on wood, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
we won an award, a film festival. We won the best film at the Urban Film Festival Awards. They was up for 10 years now, so they are really, that for me was a complete shock. It's all about independent urban films.
Definitely.
And we won for that. So, you know, I got like 7 movies coming up 2026
Man,
now.
Yeah.
I'm a Tubi fan. I'm on Tubi all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Right after that went off, Cameron had a movie come on.
Yeah.
So
And you know,
keep it
Tubi
going.
was bought and acquired by Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Again, let's call it what it is. They just don't like when niggas get money.
Right.
Right.
And it's a fact. I don't
Bottom
want to,
line.
you know, so all of the business changed when Fox bought it.
I bet.
All of the business. You know, Tubi right now, in order to get your movie on Tubi, this is what I was trying to get to with distribution costs and stuff like
Right.
that before off air. But when you get your movie on Tubi, you got to go through an aggregator. They don't take it from us directly. So you got to go through somebody who's going to take a fee. Let's call it 80-20.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Let's call it that. I got a better deal than that, but most people's getting 70-30, 80-20. So let's say 80-20. And it's 80's yours, 20, they taking 20 cents on their dollar from you.
Right.
But Tubi did a deal with them. What you think Tubi's taking from them? Give me a guess.
them?
Just someone tell me, what is Tubi taking from the aggregator? And as an aggregator, you have to have 100 titles or more. So you have to have 100 movies to get to be an aggregator for Tubi. Okay?
Out of that 20% that they
No.
get?
No,
I said
from
it.
$1, Tubi's the first dollar.
Okay, so they the
So
first
what is Tubi taking from $1 to give to them? Then they take that 80-20.
40 to 50.
Oh, shoot, they taking like 50 to
40 to
60.
50.
Now they taking 55
Yeah,
cents.
that's what I was saying. Yeah, for
yeah.
sure, 50. Yeah.
See, that's
the business.
disgusting.
Yeah.
yeah.
Robbery.
That's
You gotta do it.
disgusting.
You gotta do it to get in there.
Rob.
I'm actually looking
No
for
gun. You know why it's so bad? See, Tubi is absolutely the perfect place for black film.
Absolutely.
They got
Absolutely.
110 plus million of us on that platform watching. Look at you said. You like faithfully. That's what we have at Tubi. So if you make this content, that's where it should go.
Right.
I know millionaires that was making these films in Detroit. Y'all, come on.
Yeah.
Y'all a home.
They
We
went
had-
crazy.
Y'all a
in
home
the
for
D.
Tubi.
Yeah.
What's the guy we had up here?
We had
Hassan.
Camille Hassan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made so many movies on Tubi. I think he personally was a part of like 90% of the movies on Tubi.
Okay, but what I'm saying is in the early day when before Fox, you could make real money from that.
Right.
It's damn near impossible.
Wow.
And for me, I'm at a crossroads because I'm not in this shit for just
It's
to say, hey, I made a movie.
but it's
Fuck
the
out
same over and over again.
Right.
It's always
I
like
want some
different
money.
levels to this. You know
I
what I'm
want
talking about?
I want to make money.
Yeah.
I put up real money and I want to make money. Like a lot of Tubi movies, they did it for 20,000, 50,000. If you do that, you could make money still.
right.
But I mean, the quality, you'll see the difference.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
I promise you, go watch Ballin' and go look at one of them types of films, you'll see the difference.
Right.
It's not even close. My films, I got the best cameras, I got everything.
Mhm.
But I still spent over $300,000
Right.
for the movie.
Right.
To me, that's too much today.
Right.
If I can't get that cost down to half of that or 100,
Mhm.
100 to 150 should be the sweet spot. And then I could make money
Mhm.
with no pressure.
Right.
At 300, I might be waiting for a year and a half before I break even.
Mhm.
That's trash.
Yeah.
That's
You
trash.
mentioned you got a lot of titles coming out in 26. Is The Supreme Truth one of those?
Yes, it is. Come on, Supreme Truth. I got to shout out Michael J. Payton and Luke, my boy Luke. Luke Stefan. They made an incredible film with it. And you know, Preem. Shout out Preem. Shout out Prince. You could get that. That's out on Prince's. You could go to PrinceMillerNYC.com and get that
Okay.
right now.
Yes. So I know a lot of people have questions about, Supreme and those days, and but the only thing I want to know.
Which days are we talking?
We talking the early days,
80s.
the
Yeah,
beginning,
you talking
yeah. You know
80s,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? But for me, the only one, have you talked to him recently?
Of course.
And just how is he doing? Because as my 5%
One
brother,
of the
I
strongest
just,
men you're gonna ever
I just
meet.
would like to know that he holding his head and he's doing.
One of the strong. The real true president is his nephew Prince. He's home.
Okay, indeed.
34 years.
Yeah.
Blessing.
Blessing. Yeah, blessing. But even more of a blessing, he has all his faculty. He's doing more than most people have been their whole life in just a few months he's been home right now.
Yeah.
That's
So I've been following.
Yeah, he's working his ass off. Shout out Prince. I'm so proud of him for that, because most dudes that I know that did that kind of time, they not the same.
Right.
They off.
They institutionalized.
They institutionalized. And it's not their fault, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And they're not really functioning properly inside of society. Like he's there. And he understands business. He has it all, man. And I'm super proud of him, because without getting into his,
just to get that another chance to do it right, to do it.
I'm from
way.
Hollis, Queens.
Yeah, indeed.
They're from Southside.
Okay.
And I know y'all. That's a little.
You from the home of
Y'all
Run
don't get
DMC.
along. Yeah. Right.
Jam Master Jay used to pick me up to hold him down. I was 17 years old.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I was one of the dudes in the hood that he came and get. He leave me his car. Leave. Like that was my brother right there, man. Like, really like an uncle, but
man,
he's the one that first opened me up to the business.
They the reason why I put down my Michael Jackson record. Run DMC. I was like, the minute I was like Run DMC, I was like, I ain't listen to this no more.
Yeah, so much time. But Hollis and Southside, we don't get along.
Right.
Didn't back
Is
then.
that still to this day?
Yeah. It's not as strong as it was back when we was, but they still Hollis Southside. I think social media kind of softened it. Right. People, we started doing more. Like if you go, I'm 58. You go back, you didn't go all over the place like you do today.
Right.
These kids, they all circle each other around with different places, different things. I'm from Queens. Again, I always looked at my upbringing as I did. And when I look back at my history, I went to Brooklyn. I went to the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So I actually had a very big, diverse amount of people that I fucked with.
Right.
And if you look at a lot of these guys, they didn't have that. If they're going to be truthful, because a lot of them wasn't outside, as they say. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I was outside.
We were speaking about business, man. And I just want to talk about a few things with Sam Mack. I'm like, this man...
Yes,
has business going on right now.
Well, that's why I want to talk to Sam too. I got a couple things I want to talk about.
Sam, I'm like, one of the things that I recently found out was that you're in the shipping industry with owning the first black man to own a ship since Marcus Garvey.
Woo.
Yes.
Yes. Please, this ain't no slave ship. That's
Right.
This ain't no slave ship. Or is it?
You gotta elaborate on that, because when I found that information out, I was like, I found it hard to believe, because I was like, we got all these Oprahs and billionaire black people out here, and they've never thought of that. And I'm like, for you to tap into that industry, I just want to know, how did that come about?
Well, it was crazy, because it initially started me getting on the ship with my brother. He was in the military, and when I was like 12 years old, so he came home and to Chicago visiting, and he took me to the Great Lakes and put me on the ship. So I was always enthused by it. And then when I got to Miami, I was playing with the Heat. I'm down in my condo right down there, and I'm looking at these big things, and our owner, Mickey Aronson, owned Carnival Cruise Lines.
Oh, wow.
So, I just started doing my own research, and then during 2010, I had retired in 2002. So, I played during the olden era from 92 to 2002, and I retired. And I did like everybody else, was just sitting around blowing money. I got to be honest with you, you know what I mean? I wasn't educated on how to take care of my money, so lost a lot of money. But before I lost it all, I started investing into real estate. And at that point, I bought like 7 multifamily units in Chicago and 5 single families, and that kind of like catapulted me and it kind of straightened the family back out. And then we started moving forward. And then I had an opportunity. I was on vacation in DR, and it was a massive earthquake that happened to Haiti.
Right.
Me and a couple other teammates had our drive us from DR over to Haiti. It took us like 11 and a half hours, but we wanted to see the devastation. You know what I'm saying? We were over there kicking it. And upon getting into Haiti, the territory, we came across 2 kids. A little kid, he was maybe 9, but his little sister was 5 or 6. No, I'll say he was like 10. But he was cutting down banana leaf, the leaf trees. He was trying to make a bed for her. She was under some rocks crushed. I mean, she wasn't crushed, but the buildings had gave in, and so she was just under there for coverage and everything. And he was all cut up. And so first thing we did was give him water. And we didn't understand the Haitian language, the Creole, so he was just pointing, and he pointed back. So we went over there and we saw her, we put him out, and we took him to the nearest triage, which was maybe seemed like forever. It was maybe like 40-minute drive through the, mountains and everything. And we got him to where they can get some health. But then we got back to DR, and I knew we had to do something. So we initially started sending supplies over to Haiti. I got some crazy pictures where, I was buying soil mattresses, picking up soil mattresses from the alleys, anything, because if you don't know, the Haitians are some of the best seamstresses in the world. You know what I mean? I mean, seriously. So what they were doing, they were taking kings and queens, cutting them in half, and re-stitching them up, re-canvassing them, and
reupholstering.
Yeah, and reupholstering them and selling them. That was the biggest thing that they need over there were beds. So, and my driver in Miami, Vlad, shout out to Vlad. He owns a limo company down there. He's known with all in the entertainment industry. He's from New York originally. Yeah. Vlad told us what we needed, and so me and my aunt got to work. I told him, and we got to work. We chartered a ship on the Miami River. If you don't know about the Miami River, it's that shit. You know what I mean? I'm talking about it's changed now because they cleaned it up, but that's where all the work used to come in.
Right, the cocaine cowboys.
Yeah,
that's what they what was that? What they call them? Like they used to call them some kind of fish. Like when they drop a key of coke in the
frogman,
the frogman or whatever.
Yeah, the frogman. Yeah. So upon starting this in 2012, my business in 2012, 13, we went through a lot of shit on the river. Why we on the river? What we doing? They sent the FBI, everybody. They would wake us up at 2:00 in the morning. My terminal was under arrest. So, when the FBI and the Coast Guard call you and they tell you got to get down there, you got 45 minutes to get your staff on site.
Oh, wow.
You get whatever time they tell you, you got to get there. So we would get there, and, they did this for about 1.5 years. And then they found out the Coast Guard, shout out to Steve Krivdo down there at Miami, they told me, like, man, you're not doing anything. We understand. It's just the varmints on the river. They don't like what you're doing, your business. But, because it's a lot of Haitians that were importing drugs too. You know what I mean? Right. So we had to stay clear of all that. And my business just really organically grew. All started from doing some philanthropy efforts of really just wanting, I don't call it philanthropy effort. To me, it was me giving back, helping 2 kids, because I've been blessed by the high authority with my ability to play when all the shit that I've been through in life, to be able to help somebody in a time of need. Yeah. And for me to grow from that, that's what my business is about. And so I started, once that business started going and magnifying, I end up, I chartered this ship. And so Hazen is only for 4-day trip from Miami. Right. But I was paying $90,000 for the charter. And I was getting overcharged. But when I'm new to the shipping game, I didn't understand that. Right. You know what I mean? So I was just paying because I knew I was getting goods from, I had a Goya distributorship with Lacrete. I had Beans distributorship. And they were sending goods to me, containers, and I had Mystic juice, water, wheat, oat. I was just getting this stuff, sending it, packing it on containers, shipping it over to Haiti. But my trip, I was supposed to be making 3 trips a month. Instead, I was only making 1 trip, and that lasted for about, several months. And then I found, I got introduced. I was trying to buy a ship. A guy on the river was trying to sell me a ship that was a drug ship that had been confiscated, banned from coming to the USA. So I was about to buy the ship in Colombia, but it had torpedoes welded on the side of it.
That's crazy.
So
what were those torpedoes filled with?
No, the ship had been busted several times for transporting drugs.
Yeah.
And so the dude was trying to get me. He's one of the Miami River Rats,
Right.
Tried to get me to lose almost $1 million to purchase the ship. So I had called the Maritime and asked for an inspector to inspect the ship. And it just happened, my technical director now, Angel Alvarez, he worked for Cuba.
Right.
He ran the whole Cuban fleet in the 80s and 90s, 143 ships. So before he defected in 1999. So he was in Colombia inspecting the ship for an oil company, a tanker, and I hired him to inspect the ship down there. And he said, well, he told me his cost, which was higher than anybody else, but he was a real guy because I called. If you played in the league, we could have contacts with the NBA. So if I want to do business with people, we call it security. So I called the security and let them know what I was doing, and they checked him out and they said, "Man, this guy is a powerful guy in the maritime field." So I immediately jumped on, paid him, sent his money to him. He inspected the ship and said, "Don't buy that ship," and sent me the report and sent me the Coast Guard reports on it. And it was like, man, this ship been caught in Jamaica. It been caught
like Carfax.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
Carfax on the
You know what I
ship.
mean?
Sam, it's crazy because I'm like, you spoke about you having a lot of experiences in your life. I just looking at some of the notes I got, man. You've had some experiences, man. I'm like,
Yes, sir.
originally coming out of Chicago, you went to junior college in Iowa, correct?
No.
Or was it?
Right out of school, I was supposed to go to Michigan, but
Okay.
Bill Frieder, Glenn Rice was staying. He was opted to, he was supposed to leave, but he stayed another year.
Right.
And Bill Frieder recruited me. And so his best friend was Johnny Orr at the time.
Okay.
And Johnny Orr coached at Iowa State.
There
So
all right.
I ended up going to Iowa State with Johnny Orr, and I was part of that prop. Back then, it was the Prop 48 situation, and I had to sit out that year. So I'm shooting back and forth to Chicago,
Right.
doing some shit, and
Yeah, I don't know if you want to get into what was going on back then, but if you want to, you can elaborate. If not, we can just go past that. But I know that.
What you got in them damn notes over there?
I mean, you know the story, man.
Right, I do know the story.
But what happened my sophomore year, plain and simple, I think I can educate the young kids now. It's a story that people always ask about, and I never really told. You know what I mean? Only certain people that I knew that I could help.
Right.
What happened to me. And during the height of my career, I had the opportunity. Could come out after my sophomore year. I could have actually left school early and went to the league. I was getting recruited, and I got into some trouble, armed robbery, and ended up getting shot. I was facing 60 years in prison. First degree armed robbery, first degree terrorism, first degree kidnapping, and end up beating the case.
You know what's crazy about it?
That's
It's
good thing.
It's the turnaround though, because from that you went on to go to University of Houston, correct? Like the
Well, actually, I left there. When I got in trouble, I had to do some time until my trial. Then I bonded out, and still I was on house arrest for several months until, like I said, till the trial was over. Then I ended up beating beating the case.
They have ankle monitors
that went
back
down
then?
in history.
They have ankle monitors back then when he's on house arrest.
Oh no, I couldn't leave.
You just couldn't leave.
I couldn't leave. You know, they had a guard outside Dr. George Jackson's house. So, and shout out to the Jackson family. He was an icon in Iowa history and Iowa State history as the black, one of the black pioneers for helping black children come to that school and with grants and everything. So he's a great historian in that with Iowa State University. So shout out to George Jackson and his family, because in the time of need, they opened up their doors, and for 4 months, you know, until my trial started, because I couldn't leave the city, I couldn't leave the state. You know, that was the rules.
Right.
Real bad man.
But but you know, it's dope, because I'm like, the story, like his story is like inspiring. Like despite all of that, you know, you still was able to go to a D1 college, graduate from there, and end up going into the NBA. And going into the NBA and playing for 12 seasons. You know, I
can't lie. It was 9.
No,
nine
I thought it was 12. Okay,
and,
so 9.5.
But when I left Iowa State, I actually, Bill Fried and them had won the championship in '89.
Right.
And when I got in trouble, he actually pulled me to Arizona State.
Okay.
So I went to Arizona State for a year, got in trouble, a sexual assault.
Oh, wow.
I didn't do. I was cleared. The case was thrown out, but she was dating a president of the SAE fraternity, which was one of the powerhouses on the West Coast.
Okay.
And Arizona State was a power school, so he found out, and his dad was, he was connected to the president. So they tried to suspend me for 5 years. And so I wrote to the NCAA, and they told me I would have to go to a junior college, because actually what I did do was a credit card scandal there. And so I got suspended, and I ended up going to junior college for 1 year, graduated, and then ended up having 1 year of eligibility in D1 at University of Houston. And from there, I went to the league.
Yeah.
Wow.
San Antonio, Houston, Vancouver, back to Houston,
that's a hell of a
Golden
story,
State,
Sam.
Miami.
Right.
He played for Vancouver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where my coming out, you know, I was blessed to be able to play on good teams. From my rookie year with David Robinson, Dennis Rodman, Sean Elliott,
Crazy.
you know, Willie Anderson, Rod Strickland, you know.
Straight.
That's, you know, that was a squad. And then going to Houston, I'm with Dream, Sam Cassell, Robert Ory. Before we got rid of Mario Ellie, Clyde, you know, before we got, Robert Ory, before they traded him to bring in Charles. Then Charles came with a different attitude. And
you were there for the chips?
The second one.
The second
I was a call-up, yep.
Go to number 7 on there, please, real quick. I just want to know, did you make this shot right here?
Oh yeah, that was a finger roll over Shaq.
That's so crazy. I'm like, I seen that picture. I was like, yo, I'm like, you know how you got to get up to get over Shaq?
Oh man,
you played against all of them. You played against Jordan, Kobe, Shaq. Who's the best player ever?
There's no question. Yeah. The Black Cat.
The Black Cat.
That's what we used to call him back in the day. I mean, everything about him.
Who fits? LeBron, Kobe, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. What's your say on that?
To be honest, to me, and everybody got their own opinion, but Mike number 1, and as far as killer, Kobe after that.
Yeah, no doubt.
LeBron's a overall beast. He the best overall player to me. It's because there's errors. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these players can play when we play. You know, only a few. But LeBron is an overall player. He's like a Scottie Pippen, but better. Okay. You feel me? Scottie Pippen was the glue to that Bulls team, but Mike was that engine.
Right. Watching that Last Dance, you learned so much
Right.
going on behind the scenes with Scotty and LeBron and all that.
You know, Phil turned that motherfucking engine on with Mike. And, hey, go. Mike let everybody else eat.
So speaking basketball, I'm like, I know Irv had something to do with the Rucker, being what it is today, and you playing in the NBA, coming from Chicago. I know you have spent some time in the D. I just want to ask, who got the better hoopers between Chicago and New York?
Oh, he's never gonna mention it.
No. I got my homies from New York.
I'm gonna tell you how I look at it.
Okay.
Okay. And New Yorkers had the best guards, point guards.
Mm-hmm. I have to agree.
We're the handlers.
Okay.
I got to agree.
Chicago has the twos and the threes.
Mm.
Okay.
I agree.
And again, that's very openly, like for me. I know you mentioned Irv, but it's Chris. But at the end of the day, it's all good. We are one.
Right.
I tell everybody that. We are one. I'm 4 decades into Rucker Park and Dykeman Park and all the other parks. 4 decades. And I helped Rucker become Rucker. I brought Kobe Bryant to Rucker Park to play for us.
Right.
Kevin Durant. Allen Iverson. I was just with AI the other night. AI.
Shout out Chuck.
That's
my
Chuck.
guy.
That's my guy. I'm going to tell a quick story. I got it if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
With Chuck. So we was real close. We gamble. I'm a gambler.
Right.
Chuck would tell me he's playing the Knicks. Come meet me at Taj Mahal. And we go play blackjack and craps. Chuck had a issue with drinking.
Right.
I would literally carry him to his room after we finished gambling all night, 3, 4 in the morning, and he got to play the Knicks.
That's crazy.
And still go out and give him 40.
50. I bet a gang. After I put him in his room, I called my bookie, put it all on the Knicks. There's no way he gonna
Facts.
I was like, there's no way he gonna do it.
And he went out there and dropped 50.
And win.
That's crazy.
And win. I said, I'll never do it again. He said, why would you do that? I said, man, did you see yourself last night?
hey, bro. Chuck was a different animal.
Different. He ruined careers? Would you say he ruined careers? And what I mean by that is, see, he came in with that hip-hop culture.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Absolutely.
But what he did was party like a rock star and still give you 50.
Yeah.
He would drink, and other players tried to keep up.
They couldn't.
They couldn't.
Ain't no
So
way.
he ruined careers. One is one of my friends. I don't like dear friends. I don't even want to mention his name, but he was one of them guards. I'll say it off here later, but he was one of them guards in that time, and he tried to keep up, but it ain't work out that way.
Man.
So speaking of era,
just real quick, shout out to Allen Iverson because he just came out and mentioned he's been sober for 6 months.
That's right.
Yeah,
And he just dropped
And he
his
dropped
memoir
out this book
called Misunderstood.
Misunderstood.
So, give it up for him.
I was
talking
gonna,
about practice.
right.
That was a big misunderstanding right there.
Speaking of point guards, me being from the D, Isaiah Thomas is my favorite point guard of all time.
I understand.
How would you stack up AI and a Isaiah going up against each other? Because Zeke was a beast. And I just want to know, like, how would you feel? You playing in the NBA, you being around these star basketball players. I want to know what would be y'all take on who would win that competition between them two.
What I got to say is, first back to your question, right? That New York had the point guards, LA had shooters, and Chicago had all around players. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how it was. But with that, see, AI was a born scorer. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Zeke was a playmaker that could score and dominate. So what he would do would strictly, when Detroit needed points, he would give it to you.
Oh, yeah.
And he would go in his bag.
Is that a pause?
Pause.
It's definitely a pause.
Hey, yo.
We was letting them flow though. Pause.
So, but in a one-on-one battle, that's tough, bro. Because Zeke gonna really bring out the Chicago in him to get that battle. And AI he's just a natural scoring killer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He get buckets.
He get buckets.
Right.
So to me, that's they're at different positions. AI is really a two.
He's a two in a one body.
And two in a one's body.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? In our era, that's why he scored.
Who was
nobody
his point
check him.
guard? Didn't they have Eric Snow?
Eric Snow was
That's
the
what
point.
they did. He was the two,
He was
even
the
though
two.
he's in the one body.
Right.
Even when he went to Denver, they had the Andre Miller, and AI was the two.
Yes.
Because motherfuckers know, give him the rock, get out the way.
Get out the way. I got another
That's
one for
Kobe,
y'all.
right? That was Kobe.
Yeah, it was Kobe.
That's Kobe.
Number
Kobe
8
got
on
me
there,
on
Quan.
video. My sons tell me today, you got ISO.
Oh, man.
And it's on.
Y'all are big basketball fans. Team A or Team B? Team A, Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, and the Joker. And Team B is Magic, Jordan, Bird, Karl Malone, and Shaq.
Me personally, I'm going wherever Jordan's at.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
We going with
B.
team. We got
Man, that's team B.
Yeah, B is. You going A?
I'm going with A, man.
You going with A?
What's
Hey,
wrong with
Lil
y'all,
John
man?
said he going A.
He said, what's wrong with
young.
y'all?
He's young. I
What's
get
wrong
it.
with y'all? LeBron, come on.
And listen,
LeBron,
hold on.
LeBron, you
Let
out
me tell
there.
you something. Let me tell you
LeBron
something
know how
about,
to lose.
about that matchup. About that matchup with Larry Bird and LeBron James.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Larry Bird, bro, I played against him. He black. He a killer for real. And talk shit.
Yes.
And will tell you, bro, I seen it. I'm telling you something that I know. Larry's a killer. And he'll look at LeBron like, oh, this is milk and cookies.
Yes.
I'm serious.
Wow.
Yeah.
LeBron don't play D. Larry couldn't jump, but Larry gonna get the rebound.
I'm so glad you just said that because they give LeBron like he's the defensive stopper, and I'm like, no, he's a helper. He's so athletically gifted. He makes up and covers so much ground. But one-on-one,
I got to give it to you on
Kobe
that.
Bryant,
You're right.
he proved it. He didn't want no parts of Kobe when it was one-on-one ISO. He called for help.
You say he called for help?
Yeah.
Which LeBron, though?
I just don't understand.
Which
Like, I
LeBron?
don't,
Yeah, which LeBron?
this was the younger LeBron, not this 40-year-old LeBron.
Okay,
This was the younger LeBron. I said Kobe. Kobe's been gone now. So this is the younger LeBron. Even when you go to the games when they had the All-Star games, Kobe, see the competitiveness for the older players versus these newer players, we wanted to smoke the older players. These younger players don't want smoke. That's why the All-Star game is whack now.
Facts.
That's what y'all did. Y'all made it trash.
Right.
Where
Kobe wanted to smoke.
Kobe was
Kobe
like,
had a different animal.
Kobe
He's
is
a
like,
different
we are the
animal.
best of the best. He's like, let's play.
No,
Right.
And they backed away. They didn't want it.
see that 96 era,
Yes.
that mentality of players that came in was different.
Yeah.
Right.
They had a little bit of us. We got to, okay, we're going to challenge you motherfuckers too. Because we were trying to challenge Mike now
Yeah.
coming in, and that I was that 92 draft with Shaq and everybody.
Yeah.
So we were trying to challenge them to be who we were, who we wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? So down the line, that shit fell off. They want to be friends instead of competing.
Right.
You know what
I mean?
else? What else I always say? Because we're spectators, right? We fans. So our opinions gets twisted. I have so many NBA friends. I just go with their opinions. Here's one right now.
Right.
He's telling you.
Right.
Sometimes you just got to fall back and say, maybe he know a little bit something we don't know.
He's definitely the expert.
So that's how I
would
look
never
at it.
challenge
I have my opinions, but that's coming from all of the people that played, you know, in the NBA.
Right.
And when they make that comparison. But, you know, other than that, it's just barbershop talk.
Absolutely.
We ain't got that much time left, but I want to transition. We're talking about basketball. Let's stay on basketball. Number 4 on there, Quan. You got the Clash Pro League.
And that's why I want to talk to Sam.
So,
I started a professional basketball league in New York City. Again,
I repeat.
Oh yeah, I've been keeping up. Shout out to you, bro, because that's a great thing that you're doing
all
for the city.
NCAA players. Some played overseas. I have 2 national scoring champs, playing in the league, and some played in the NBA. But mostly, these are all this. But the crowd, this is like a street ball, but inside.
Mm-hmm.
And that was what I wanted to keep. I wanted to keep that dynamic of that street ball vibe and culture. If anyone ever got to witness it, if you didn't have that, like if you've never been to a New York street ball basketball game, I invite all of y'all to come up to Dykeman, get my number, call me in the summer,
dope.
and you gonna see what I'm talking about. And you're gonna realize that product is one of one. The NBA product is one of one. Every time I look at other leagues, the TBL, and it's a watered down version of the elite, and I never wanted to be subpar
Right.
in anything.
Let me
So
tell
when I
you
look
why.
at that, I'm like, I don't want to compete with them. I can't afford those players. I built my league like the DR or the Puerto Rico leagues, right?
Come one, come all.
Yes. But
you still gotta have salary.
Salary-wise, we did a combine right there. All I did was put out on the social media. We had over 500 entries. You had to fill out a questionnaire. You had to tell us where you played basketball. You couldn't be from the YMCA like, yo, I'm nice, son. I'm gonna kill. I'm killing. I'm telling you. No. But you had to come be in the combine. And I got rid of agents. I was gonna ask you this question because you're a player. Again, when I hear what you went through and you still got there, right? Because the NBA is super strict.
Right.
And
Political. So for you to get there, first and foremost, congratulations. Second would be, who was your agent? Right? Because they had to work their magic without you there. As good as you are, they wouldn't care. They would leave you right where you at from a political standpoint just for that. I know this because why? I talked to all the league officials. I got to sit down with David Stern and all of these people when he was alive. So I understand that part. I was co-manager or co-agent for so many basketball players. You know what I'm saying? Monte Ellis, Steve Francis, don't let,
Shout
like
out
Baron
Stevie,
Davis.
Monte.
Like my list
All
is
my
long.
guys.
So at the end of the day, I have a lot of knowledge and information, and that's why the league, I understand what it is after all this time. We're right now, we're in season 2 coming up in March. Season 2, we sold out every game, playoffs and championship. We 3X'd and 4X'd the building. Had nothing but packed, like you couldn't move. But the crowd is right on top of the game.
Right.
And they're actually part of the game. I have my host.
That's
He's
like
on
the
the
Saint.
court. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Cha-Ching. He's on the court. You know, Cha-Ching is so good. Nike now uses him, put him in the Olympics, everything. This dude doesn't stand.
That's crazy.
But it's street ball shit. This is all our shit. He's on the court.
Right.
He kind of dictates games because if he starts calling you out, you going to go harder.
Right.
Give me the ball. Move.
Right.
I did running clock.
Okay.
10-minute quarters, running clock. So what does that mean? The clock never stops except for 1 minute and 2 minute respective quarters, first and second or third and fourth. Very important. For the young guys in the room, attention span, right? You guys, like today, these Z's, I'm gonna call them out. The Z's and even some of the millennials, they don't have the to sit down and watch a full,
right?
And especially because I don't have the names on the back, right?
Oh yeah.
So these are all people that was probably stars in college, but you don't know because they didn't get the opportunity. They might have had, they might have had some problems at home. And in the league is like, no, their agent is like, I can't get you a job. So I didn't use agents because I want the players to go directly to coaches and GMs and say, let me show you. We're in technology today.
Right.
Send me my tapes, send them the tapes, and let them see what you do and solicit them directly. And that's how you get your job. So the combine, you couldn't get a job if you wasn't in my combine. You couldn't be part of the draft. It came out crazy, over 500 participants, man. It was way more for 80 jobs.
Yeah, you got to.
Hey, man, shout out to you, bro, because that's big what you're doing, and I commend you on it.
I just talked to AI. That's why I was with AI. I just talked to him about it. I'm looking to bring him in.
Yeah.
You heard me, Chuck. I need you, boy. So, but with that, we're raising money on it. You know, me and my partners, we put up all the money for season 1 now to raise season 2. And then further, the goal is to take the 8 teams and create 8 teams in the D. Create 8 teams in Chicago.
Let's do it.
And it's called CPL. So now, and I use influencers. Another big part as owners. I don't have names on the back. The owners are my influencers. That's the name. So French Montana, shout out French. He's going to be one of my owners.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So people will be there for him. And
Right.
Because at that level, when I said I structured the league like Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico, I'm talking about financially. Per game. We have a very short season. 8, again, for the younger guys.
You gonna stay on your top job.
But it's 8 teams.
I'm a sponge right now.
Yeah, that's it. I appreciate you saying that. That's what's up, because this is real game. But I did 8 teams, so each team plays each other once. That's it. Every game's important. Ain't no days off.
Right.
We play once a week. So it's only an 8-week, 2-week. 7 games, it's like 2 months. And 2.5 months with playoffs and championship. And it's over. So every game's impactful. You can't play around. That's makes the players play harder.
Right.
Yeah.
And you put a little cash in the back of the end. They're getting paid for every game, plus a little bonus if they get to the playoffs, and even more if they get to the chip. That's it. That's it. And we had an incredible first season. We had no sponsors, only local sponsors. I could get one sponsor to underwrite and it'll be profitable because I kept it affordable.
Right.
So that's why I'm looking for the right partners to come in, see it, understand the vision. And I'll give you one other last thing. With 8 influencers for each league, and I start expanding into all these markets, you tell me what I couldn't sell. See, you still thinking basketball, and I'm telling you.
No, you can sell anything.
It ain't about basketball. I'm going to be able to market anything to the world. Right now, in New York City, with the 8 that I have more influence than Major League Baseball. And I'm just starting. The NBA is $1.4 billion. They're the number 1 by far. The next one is the NFL, like $270 million. Major League Baseball is like $230. We gonna bust their ass.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? And then once you have that, I structured my deal just like the NBA. Collective bargain agreement, same way. If we got TV rights, I have the Zone Network, MSG, that's gonna cover me this year.
Right.
So I got my TV deal, and then as we make money, the players get more money.
Nice.
Dope.
Because what you said was just so profound, we just gonna overlook that pause. You know? We gonna overlook that one, Chris.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got one last question, and
OJ did it.
And just we got these verses coming up. We got Cash Money, No Limit. We had incredible ones like Jeezy and Gucci Mane.
Cash Money, No Limit versus?
Yeah. October 25th out here in Vegas.
Are they doing like a shortened list? There's no one who can fuck with Cash Money. Let's keep it above. So as simple as that, like, no, seriously, like, they're still number 1.
Definitely, but they just doing it's 20
if you want to say 2,
joints.
okay, we're on the West Coast. Let's say number 2 behind Kendrick.
Yeah.
But Drake is he's Cash Money, ain't he?
Yeah.
But that's what they're saying. Can they use Drake because he's young?
That's what I said. They have to use a shortened list. They can't use Drake, Wayne, Nicki.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta use Wayne. Cash Money Wayne. You can't. You know what I mean?
But I'm like Carter 1
Wayne
is Cash
Carter
Money
1 Wayne
is
But my question is, will there ever be a Murder Inc. G Unit versus?
He'll never get on the stage. We tried.
Right.
Fat Joe wasn't supposed to be Fat Joe. He was supposed to be that.
Okay.
He won't get on the stage.
There it is. There it is. 50, get on that stage.
We love to see it.
Right.
Straight up.
Everybody love to see it.
It'll be good for the
culture.
For the culture.
Right.
Absolutely.
They would probably have to put a wall up though.
Most definitely.
It would be good for the culture to see, just discrepancies not go toward violence. Like, especially in hip hop these days, it's like everything is so final.
Are you kidding me?
So final, bro. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's like everything attached to hip hop right now is so violent, and I'll be like, damn, man, you can have.
Someone just told me that
not
NBA Youngboys tour, right? This again, this is for them Z's out there. Again, it's incredible. And man, shout out NBA Youngboy. I'm hearing nothing but great reviews, and that's so important because drill music and that type of music never had tours, because of the violence.
Because of the violence.
So this is something we have to grasp and use in our advantage and do it, man. Free Little Dirk.
Most definitely. Shout out Lil Dirk. Big Dirk too.
Big Dirk too. Yeah,
man.
Free him.
That's what's up, man. Hey, fellas, we ran out of time. But we definitely got to let the people know where they can reach y'all at, where we can have more conversation and maybe even comment on some of the things we done said today.
Oh, yeah.
So, Chris.
I hear you.
He's
here. He's here with us.
Yeah, he is, you know.
He's here with us.
And I'm like, y'all resemble so much.
Yeah.
I'll be like, man, you know.
You know, when people say that, I say, same mom and dad, that might happen.
Yeah, right. That's
right. You know, real niggas ain't used to that. Right? It's eight of us. It's 8 of us. We kind of all look similar somewhere.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? But no, real rap.
Chris.
And again, I don't take no offense to it. That's my little brother.
Right.
I am him. He's me. We was always that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's all good.
Rest in peace, Irv Gotti.
Yeah, rest in peace. Yes, sir. Rest in peace.
Yeah. You could reach me at Chris Gotti 187. It's still murder. That's it. All social media platforms.
There it is, man. Yo, Sam.
Yo, Sam Mack. My Instagram. Sam and Sam podcast coming soon with me and my son. Talking about real estate, the shipping industry. And basketball, man. The season's getting ready to start, so we're getting ready to hype it up and talk about this shit that's when shit's not right on the court. We got to talk about it.
Yeah.
Right. Get these niggas playing good.
In that shipping industry,
yes, sir.
That's the Greeks. A lot of Greeks own all of that stuff. And you had to deal with a lot of Greek families to get inside of that?
I did. But see, what I did through my technical
I'm curious
director,
because I don't know why the Greek, like that nationality.
Well, it's not just Greeks now. It's this. Well, the whole ownership is European.
Yes,
and so I was looked upon like because it's only like 2 or 3 Africans in Africa with ships. Like Dan Gotti's one. He's one of the richest billionaires. It's another young lady and another 2 brothers that they got own shipping companies. But that's in Africa. So they really try to monopolize everything and keep you out. But like I said, I made my mark in the medium-sized shipping sector. And now I got a chance to grow to be a global shipping company bringing cargo from Vietnam to America.
Dope.
Nice.
Very dope.
Dope.
Nice. Man. Ramo.
You got John?
Oh, John.
Oh, yeah.
You got to tell the people they can reach you at.
You guys can catch me on IG, Johnny_Lump. And you guys stay tuned for my latest movie that's going to be on Tubi in November called That Table That Turn. I appreciate y'all.
That's dope. Right. Dope. Congratulations.
John, man. Pre-lessons founder. You know? My guy.
And y'all got to forgive me. Chris, I got one more question.
Okay.
It says Jay-Z gave Irv the Gotti name.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Right, during 1996, during the Reasonable Doubt situation.
It wasn't my name. It just stuck to me because that's my brother.
So when he came home and he was like, I'm Irv Gotti, it was just like,
when Irv, we was picking him up from State Street, and Irv's nickname was Magoo.
Okay.
Because he squint all the time. I don't know if you know the cartoon.
yeah. Mr. Magoo.
The old man.
That's before they time.
Irv be like, who is that?
Yeah.
And Jay's like, I don't like that name. And Irv's like, why not? He said, I don't like it. And when he came out, he said, I'm going to call you Gotti. And he was like, why Gotti? He said, because you connected.
Yeah.
And Irv Gotti became Irv Gotti. My nickname, anyone that know me, they used to call me Joe Hard. I don't, Joe Hard. That shit stuck with me. That's a pause?
That might be a pause.
Is it a good pause or a bad pause?
Chris, man, you got a lot of pauses today. We gonna stop over your head.
I'm just telling you the facts.
Nah, that's
But,
what's up, though.
the day my name changed, I go to pick up a check at Sony, and Polly Anthony, she was the vice president or president of Sony. And Irv was like, yo, get the check. They waiting for me, but I can't make it. You go get it. So I go over there. I say, yeah. I get to the front desk. So I'm in a rush. I tell Irv, I got to hurry up. He's like, all right, just go get it. They waiting. It's Chris Lorenzo. Lorenzo's our real name. Yeah, it's Chris Lorenzo. I'm here to pick up a check from Polly Anthony. The bitch in the front says, yeah, give me 1 second. Tells Polly Anthony, but she don't know it's Irv's brother. So I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm like, I hit Irv back, like, yo, nigga, I gotta leave. What the fuck? No one's here giving me this check. He said, you serious? So he calls her, and then she comes running out from the back. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I thought it was Chris Gotti. I snatched the check and was like, you don't read? The check say Irving Lorenzo, motherfucker. Like, what are you saying Gotti for?
What you saying Gotti for?
And everywhere I went, really, from that day, it was like, if Irv is Irv Gotti, you got to be Chris Gotti.
You got to be Chris Gotti. There it is.
I don't run from shit. So at the end of the day, if that's what it is, that's what it is.
Do your other siblings call themselves Gotti? The rest of your siblings?
No, but people will call, like my sister, shout out Tina, one of my sisters, they'll call Tina Gotti.
Gotcha.
Because she's the one that's more involved with the music stuff than any of the other ones. I got 5 sisters, but she's the one that they'll call her Tina Gotti.
Right.
Tina Gotti.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Tina Gotti.
Yeah. Oh, she gonna love that.
I ain't gonna keep going. I'll say some of these other questions and for part 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be back.
Man, we appreciate you coming up.
Thank
you,
you,
know what I'm
Chris.
saying? This is definitely probably one of our biggest interviews ever. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate you coming. Man, you can follow me or on at the Ray Sun Report. That ain't even it. On YouTube.
Right. 420 in Vegas. Man.
At Ray Sun 724 on Twitter and IG 420 in Vegas, and here Fifth Element Hip Hop every week. Let's go. Peace.
Yo, Sambo.
Where you can reach me at DJ Slim. That's DJ SLIMM on Instagram. Also Good Music 101. Spell it with a Z and a K. Fifth Element Hip Hop and Black _ Transit. We in the ATL tonight. Performing tomorrow. We out.
Yo.
Okay.
You can reach me at OT from the Deed on IG, The Fifth Element Hip Hop on IG. You can catch us every Friday on YouTube at The Fifth Element Hip Hop. You know, tune in at 6 o'clock. Click that bell. You can also get in contact with us on 88.1. On Monday mornings, we premiere a new Vegas artist to break the local music. 88 to the 5th. That's 88 to the 5th at gmail.com. You can send that DJ pack and that EPK. Make sure that that DJ pack is an MP3 format so we can actually properly play your stuff. And that EPK got all the links where we can reach you. You know, with that being said, we about to get up out of here. Shout out Gorilla Crossing Quan for doing what he do.
Yeah. Quan.
And before let's give it up for our guest today, Chris Gotti and Sam Mack and John Lavelle. Let's go. Thank y'all for coming in, man.
Shout out to the D show. That's
Last but not least, shout out to Troy.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Troy, man.
Carter.
Troy for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to
Real Troy Carter.
Gang.
That's the big
You know what I'm
bruh.
saying? And Kenny the Kevin, man, he been back here catching all the shots, man. So yeah.
All right, man.
With that being said, man, hey, you mentioned the Dave Chappelle in the earlier, you know how we do it. So we gonna do it like this and everybody join in.
Everybody join in, man. Y'all know what it is.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yo, we out.
Here we go.
Yeah. You already know that it's evident. You're rocking with East God and the Fifth Element. Probably should run for president. The Black Wolf walk in the woods, feel like the Revenant. I had to embellish it. MC on the beat, like OT from the D. Just pass me the rock, I'ma pull it up from the 3. I see strange things like 11. And when I'm on the mic, I get them hype like DJ 7 or DJ Slim in Hollywood like I'm Bull. They know I'm the one. Man, the knowledge come from the dreads. Just ask Ray Sun. Peace, love, and unity. You gotta give it your best. And you say that you got them bars, or we gon' give them a test. Okay.